let's go on an adventure. Bop, bop, shoot, bop, 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 yeah. Let's go on it together. I did it, let's go on an adventure. Bop, bop, shoot, bop, 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 yeah. Let's go on it forever. If you're feeling blue, nothing left to do, my love. And if you're feeling bored, I know you know the cure. You know the cure. Let's go on an adventure. Bop, bop, shoot, bop, 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 yeah. Let's go on it forever. Let's go on an adventure. Bop, bop, shoot, bop, 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 yeah. Let's go on it together. Let's go on an adventure.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Musical Chairs of Massachusetts. We're joined here by my co-host, my friend, Chris Guerra. Hi. How's it going? We're such a silly duo, aren't we? Why do we sound so tiny? We sound itty-bitty. I'm shrinking. Even my violin is tiny. I have a... Hold on. Yeah, now you can see. Oh, no. It's so tiny. I have a tiny harmonica. That hurt the ears. Wow, I hope we don't start growing fur. Well, that would be a different kind of show. That's a show YouTube would not want. Nope, not at all. And, what I'm thinking is we could start a tiny little band with our tiny little guitars and our little lamps and a little drum set, and it'll be tiny and cute. This is not cute. Okay,
we need to reel this back. All right, so before everybody decides to abandon ship here, for real, thanks for tuning in. We have a little silly intro because we had a really great episode today with a musician with a tiny name but a big sound.
Yeah, definitely. It was these two guys that are just absolutely terrifically talented. I'm seeing how many words I can come up with that start with the letter T.
Terrific,
talented. Definitely not terrible.
Terrible. No, not terrible.
No.
The opposite of that.
Tenacious.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Like the pick of destiny?
Like the pick of destiny.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, no, these guys were great. Just I'm always surprised of the guests you keep bringing in here. They're just raising the bar, so much talent, really.
Yeah. There's so much talent in this area, and I'm so glad that we're able to showcase that for the world to see.
Yeah, me too. It's an absolute honor. And here we are.
End of January.
Cold
as fuck.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm sorry.
Cold as fuck.
It's way more hilarious when you swear.
It's so much more funny when you say
Say fuck as a tiny little thing.
Yeah, it's just a tiny swear.
tiny swear.
So yeah. We've. Can you believe that we've already survived a month into 2025?
Yeah.
Wow. It's crazy.
Here's to hopefully a better year.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Big things in the horizon.
Yeah. Yeah. It's 2024 was interesting.
It was a fucking year.
It was interesting. But it's fine. Like, I'm sure, we have a lot of good things to look forward to. Soon we'll have, robots, AI robots.
No, that's terrifying. There you go. There's another T word for you. Terrifying. No, there will be no robot uprising in 2025.
Wait.
No.
Wait. What if?
Oh God.
What if instead of full size robots? Because I mean, like adult size robots, I can see that. I can see that being terrifying. What if they were just tiny robots?
No, we're not being infiltrated by tiny robots that could like hide in our shoes and really shamboozle. No, we're not. No, nope.
Yeah,
vetoing this. Kibosh.
No, I think.
Nope.
I think it'd be fine.
Nope.
It's
like an overruling of Gremlins. Like no.
Well, I for one accept our mechanical overlords and
yeah, that's just because you want to kiss their ass. They don't fuck with you.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, that's as bad as like my dad with his Alexa. He'll literally be Alexa, play Bob Marley. Thank you.
Yeah.
Alexa, turn down. Thank you. Like he always says thank you to Alexa.
Oh, okay.
Because I think he doesn't want to offend her in case of a robot uprising.
So, speaking of offending.
Oh God.
And AI. Hey Siri. Let's see if this works. This hopefully works. Tell me a joke. Okay, so tell me a joke out loud.
Is your phone on silence?
Oh, it is. All right, people. So this is why Chris is not going to survive the machine uprising.
This is why Nikki is the tech producer over here.
Yeah, right.
Okay,
right.
Go ahead.
Okay. Hey Siri, tell me a joke.
That's all he's got for you?
Well, he's not telling it. Hey Siri, what is 0 divided by a 0? Oh, what?
What? Oh, Siri's
shy.
Yeah. Hang on.
Siri, talk to me.
Nope.
Nope. Siri, what is the Siri?
I don't even know how to pull up Siri on my phone, if that's any consolation.
I'm like, I was about to say, you have, I'm thinking to myself, like, oh, she must have a droid. I'm like, that kind of makes sense.
My messages are blue.
And then I'm like, oh, wait a minute, no, she has an iPhone.
How do I do this? How do I pull up Siri?
Okay, so, so have you updated to the latest ISO?
Yeah, and now all of my emojis are fucking ginormous.
Yeah, okay, that.
Yeah, and whoever designed the photos needs to be fired and then set on fire, because I hate it.
So I just want to say this is not helping the Apple algorithm.
Oh, well.
They're talking bad about the product. Yeah, no, it's why do we have to have updates? Why, don't ruin a good thing.
I figured out Siri.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh.
All right.
Siri, what does the fox say?
Does Siri not talk anymore?
No, and it just told me about a red fox is the largest species of true foxes.
Yeah.
True foxes as opposed to fake foxes? It's the largest of the foxes, so I wonder what the tiniest of the foxes are.
There's a really tiny fox out there in the Sierra.
Could it be somebody's tiny pet?
It could be somebody's tiny pet.
You know what else is related to tiny pets?
What's that?
The musicians that we have on our show today.
Oh, they're tiny?
I mean, they're full-size grown-ass men, but they make up tiny pets.
Are you sure? Yeah. No, guys, you are in for a terrific treat. Awesome. I love these guys. I love the playlist, and I just love.
He's a loving individual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But guys, you're in for a treat. Nikki, why don't you go ahead and introduce our next guest?
Today we're talking with Mike St. Jean and Sam Femino, the dynamic duo behind the acoustic group Tiny Pets. Formed in 2022, Tiny Pets was born from years of collaboration in local rock bands like Miranda and Bernie's Garage. With a shared love of 90s alternative music, Mike and Sam began crafting a unique blend of acoustic covers that draws from their diverse influences. Sam, whose guitar heroes include Johnny Greenwood and Adam Jones, has been a fixture of the Worcester music scene since forming Miranda in 2009. Mike, meanwhile, brings a broad range of influences from pop punk to R&B and emo, with a history of playing in bands like Feedback, Oh Hey Bear, and Bernie's Garage over the past 20 years. Recently, the duo expanded into a full band trio by teaming up with Bernie's Garage drummer Eric DeHorsey, rounding out their sound with Mike on bass and Sam on guitar. Together, they're bringing a 90s alternative vibe to a whole new acoustic level. Let's dive in, guys. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Hey.
All right, thanks. Yeah, thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
Thank you guys for coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, guys, wow, from Worcester area to Gardner, you guys came up all the way, and just loving everything you're doing. You guys have a terrific playlist, and I'm so excited for you guys to be here, and let's get into it, right?
We're excited.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, definitely.
All right. So let's see. When did you guys first get together? Have you guys been friends for a while, or?
Yeah, so I met Sam. I was playing for Bernie's Garage, a local band from Leominster, grunge rock band, original music, and Sam was playing with Miranda. And we had played together at Ralph's Rock Diner.
Yeah, Lucky Dog, Worcester, maybe. Yeah, those were probably the two main ones. But we'd play every couple months. We'd set up shows together. We'd open one time, Bernie's would open another time. So it was pretty flexible, and became friends. And everyone in the group, we were very friendly. Sometimes bands, they don't always hit it off. It's always it can be awkward. But we just, we were 2-3 pieces too, which kind of helped. And they were more like a pop punk rock. Miranda was kind of heavier rock, alternative. We'd have some 8-9 minute instrumentals that got a little out there, but it was an interesting mix, I think, because you weren't getting two of the same bands. So
right.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
And so, where did you guys come up with the band's name?
I knew
That's
this question.
Mike's
I should have brought the
story.
poster. So
Yeah.
every band, when they're coming up with a name, it's always a thing.
Yeah.
And so I had a poster from a concert on my wall, and there were like 2 supporting bands on there, and the band names were Tiny Kingdoms and then Hard Pet. And I said, okay, I'm going to borrow like a piece out of each band's name. I've never even heard those bands in my life, so this goes out to Hard Pet and Tiny Kingdoms, wherever you are. You helped us form our band name.
That's awesome. So, guys, why don't you dive in a little bit into your playlist?
Cool.
I'm assuming that the '90s was a bit of an influence on you guys.
Yeah, so Sam has been doing solo acoustic stuff for a very long time, and he has a lot of originals, and he was doing a lot of covers, and he'd have me come up and maybe sing like 1 or 2 songs with him on his and that's kind of like where this came from. We have very like eclectic backgrounds.
Right. I mean, I can just say Radiohead is a huge
I love Radiohead.
Influence on both of us that we're both
Don't we have that vinyl?
been into.
Yeah, we do actually.
Yeah.
We have OK Computer.
That's one of the greatest.
Awesome.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'll say that's the greatest album of the '90s without a doubt.
I would say since Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon, I would
okay.
say that's our generation's Dark Side. That's people have said that before, but
Yeah.
I would
that's a
kind of
great
liken
way
it
of
to
putting
that,
it.
generational. So
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, so kind of off of that vein, just yeah, love of the '90s. Big WAF fan back in the day myself.
Rest in
Oh yeah,
peace.
rest.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah.
yeah. Mr. Scary and Mike Shue.
Rocco and Birdsey.
Rocco,
yeah.
Birdsey.
We're taking it way back. Okay.
Yeah. What was it? Unusual Suspects. There was a mix CD they put out, but had a bunch of great songs on it. And we do some obscure, like Counting Blue Cars. But there's some stuff from there that, like, I think a lot of people today wouldn't know it, but definitely people that lived through the '90s. It's just we play a lot of that stuff where it's like, oh yeah, I remember that song. It's just they kind of scratch their head. They're like, oh yeah, I used to hear that all the time. But so I think I like to say we're ambassadors of '90s music. Like
Nice.
we like to just kind of reintroduce songs that were, they weren't huge, but like they had definitely a big following back in the day. So
I'm like really appreciative of you guys, keeping that music alive for the younger generations too.
Yeah.
Not only just for us guys, but for the younger folk. Because I'm telling you, the '90s were awesome.
yeah.
And it's wild.
It
like,
literally was, oh, what a time to be alive.
we go into the stores and you
Yeah.
see the Nirvana shirts everywhere, and it's just like that band.
Yeah.
They are so when we grew up, like Led Zeppelin, people were like listening to that. I think
Yeah,
that's
the classic
like
rock thing.
this
right.
new
Foo Fighters is
generation's
classic
band.
rock now. Can you believe that?
Oh, yeah.
I
And it
refuse
is.
to believe that.
And I can't. It's too weird for me. Yeah, showing
yeah.
my age, but I'm like, yeah, that's. So I mean, and it's interesting too because we lived through the time of music where it was very radio predominant, and now it's all internet, it's all streaming. So it's kind of cool. We lived through both ages.
They
and-
called it the monoculture. Where
Monoculture.
everybody
Yeah.
shared, like everybody watched the same shows,
Yeah,
everybody
that's a good
heard
point.
the same music, and now we've all kind of branched out, which I don't think is
Yeah.
a bad thing, but it definitely
used to it,
like
yeah.
hard to form that connection around music.
Right. Yeah. If you're at a bar and you're just like shooting the shit, you're like, I think, back in the day, it was easier to reference 4 or 5 bands that, oh, you saw that show? Oh, you saw that? Now it's not a bad thing, but it's very niche. Music's become, or you can access any music at any time. So,
Right.
which I love, but I'm getting used to too, just like everyone else. And it's, there's advantages, disadvantages, of course. So.
Sure. You bring up a great point though. Like, back then everybody was watching and listening to the same thing.
Yeah.
And now it's just, with streaming platforms, with social media platforms, like everybody's on a whole different page. So
Yeah.
it's kind of unique to see how that's changed. But the fact that you guys are still diving into the '90s and bringing that back, for the audiences, that's awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think it went anywhere.
I know that's what I'm saying.
Not in my mind, anyways.
No, not at all.
So I guess I have a question, like an individual question for you guys. So how did you even get into like playing music and just personally?
Yeah, so I'll say actually when I was like 14, 15, my parents, they bought me this electric guitar kit from BJ's down in I'm from Leominster, Mass originally. So it was it was before all the streaming music, all the YouTube, and it just, you'd learn music by ear. So I had, a cheap guitar, I'd learn music by ear. I took 2-3 years of guitar lessons. Shouts out to Brandon Durham and Gordon LaSalle Music in Fitchburg. He was very, important in my development as a guitarist. Kind of having to report to a teacher each week. That's big. And nowadays, I want to learn this Nirvana song. I want to learn this Tool song. Go right on YouTube. You pull it up. But yeah, I'll give you the back in my day. It's funny. I would ride my bike to the library, print out tabs from, the computer room or whatever, take it home. Yeah, and I'd buy tab books, and it was, it was an organic thing. But yeah, just like I said earlier, AAF, that got me really into music. The band Tree, hardcore rock band from Boston, they were big. I was big into them. As a 14-year-old, raging hormones, it got me excited about music. So that's a little bit of intro. But then into my 20s, I played, into high school band, college bands, cover band. Actually, it's funny enough, I played in a 90s cover band back in early 2000s called Nitro Amigo.
Oh,
with
nice.
Ken Macy, Greg Breton. Ken he actually used to play a lot in this area. He's moved down to Florida, but that was my first taste of, after college. I'm like, oh, start a cover band. It's, why not? It's something we can do. Play bars. We played Partners Pub in Fitchburg, a bunch of other spots for like 1 or 2 years.
Sure.
So that gave me like a taste, and then I just started doing my original stuff, kind of as the internet and social media picked up. Mid-aughts, let's say, 2010s. Just started, putting more music out there, playing around the area more. So now I'm here today with Mike and still
Yeah.
doing it. So
All right, Mike, what's your story?
Yeah, so I was 12 years old, and I had like a keyboard that we tried to start a band, and we're a bunch of 12-year-olds.
So keys are your first. Was your
Well,
first?
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, I wasn't very good, but I think we like tried to put something together, and then I moved and met a couple friends, Ben Stewart, Aaron DiBiasio, Bill Anderson, and Bill, one of my best friends. He's a phenomenal drummer, and I was like, I didn't really know how to play any instruments, but I was around these people that had taken lessons. And so, they're like, hey, sit in and play the bass. The bass is easy.
Oh, yeah.
And we're
yeah.
playing punk rock, 3-4 note songs. And so, like, I started to learn how to play the bass, and over the years, learn how to play guitar, and really getting into punk rock. And I think that was like important for me because I was playing music that it's like, hey, I can do this. And so once you kind of like get into it and you realize, hey, I can play the songs that I love, it just kind of makes you want to do it more and more. So I did that for a long time. And then Ben and Bill and we started Oh Hey Bear, which is, our cover band. And it was kind of like also doing a lot of 90s alternative songs. And we started really kind of getting into like, hey, what are like wedding bands doing and stuff like
Oh,
that.
yeah,
So we're
yeah,
doing
yeah.
like we did our friend Dan Baldor's wedding, and that was fun. He actually flew us down to Birmingham, Alabama for that. So we're like, we're going on tour.
Wow.
And then I after that ended, I found Bernie's Garage on Craigslist. And this is where you still find people on
Right.
Craigslist.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I found the band
and-
through Craigslist.
Yeah. And so I played with them for, I think next year would be 10 years when I joined that band. And, it was a lot of fun for me to be back and doing like original music. And, after COVID, I think that kind of, everything changed after COVID. I don't need to tell you that.
Yeah.
But that's sort of when Sam came to me and said, hey, I want to play, you want to play, let's do this. And so here we are.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I feel like with as bad as that time was, COVID, a lot of cool things have really come out of that.
Yeah, I mean, look at our podcast. That was kind of a
The Zoom
hatched
era, right?
idea.
Yeah.
Hatched idea from
Yeah.
Right.
COVID, post-COVID.
High-speed internet. That's
Yeah,
all you need.
Yeah.
that's right. That's
Good
right.
That's all it
connection.
takes. A camera and a high-speed connection.
That's right. Yeah.
So speaking of you guys playing together, do you have a song for us?
We do.
Sure.
Which one should we
We'll
do?
do straight up. We'll do
All right, we're
So
going to get into
speaking
it.
of, back in 2020, I was playing a lot of solo shows around Worcester. Nick's Bar was a big one I was playing. Kind of playing outside during the summer there, and I was just messing around. The crowds were pretty not that big. A few people were coming out, but it kind of gave me a chance to branch out a little, maybe
Right.
reimagine some songs. So this one by Miss Paula Abdul is one of those ones
Ooh.
that
All right.
we kind of have our own twist on.
I love
And
that.
Mike's added a lot to it as I've played it with him. So, yeah, let's give it a try. Two, three, four.
information, please. Straight up now, tell me, you really wanna love me forever? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Am I caught in a hit and run? Straight up now, tell me, it's gonna be you and me together. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you just having fun? Fun. Old times, standing still, waiting for some small clue. I keep getting chills when I think your love is true. 'Cause I've been a fool before, wouldn't like to get my love caught in the slamming door. How about some information, please? Straight up now, tell me, you really wanna love me forever? Whoa, oh, oh. Am I caught in hit and run? Straight up now, tell me, it's gonna be you and me together. Whoa, oh, oh. Are you just having fun? You're so hard to reach. You play hide and seek with your true intentions. If we're only playing games, I just have to say, do you love me now? Do you love me? Do you love me now? Do you love me? Oh yeah. Do you love me now? Do you love me? Do you love me now? Do you love me? 'Cause I've been a fool before, wouldn't like to get my cup caught in the slamming door. How about some information, please? Straight up now, tell me, do you really wanna love me forever? Whoa, am I caught in a hit and run? Straight up now, tell me, it's gonna be you and me together. Whoa, are you just having fun? Alright. Straight up now, tell me, do you really wanna love me forever? Whoa, am I caught in a hit and run? Straight up now, tell me, it's gonna be you and me together. Whoa, and are you just having fun? Woo! We're having fun.
All right. Yeah,
That was
indeed.
Awesome.
Thank you.
That was such a cool twist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have not.
Yeah, so we have a couple of those. Most of our stuff is pretty true to the original, but yeah, sometimes throw a little like curveball here and there, and it's fun.
Yeah, no, it works perfectly.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it when a band does a cover but then adds their own little spin to it.
Sure.
You
And
know.
I love like just your playing together. Like your guitars complement each other so well. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think
I don't know how to
that's-
take those compliments.
Yeah,
You just smile and say thank you.
appreciate. I think it goes back to just knowing each other for years. Even if we weren't in the same band, I think it's just similar musical sensibilities, bands we're into. Just me watching Mike play with Bernie, him watching me with Miranda. It's just osmosis. That's what I'll call it.
Yeah.
That's a big part of it.
Yeah, definitely.
But so speaking of guitars, you have a
So this is a beautiful Ovation acoustic guitar.
Yeah, look
The
at that.
cutouts.
I love those cutouts. Yeah.
Very amazing. And I needed a brighter guitar. I was playing a Taylor guitar, and it was just kind of flat. It wasn't cutting through after a couple months playing shows. So I'm like, I
Yeah.
need something. Because I play a lot of lead. So,
Yeah.
it's been working out good.
Solo Sam.
Yeah, but then you also have, Mike has the Martin over there, and
Yep.
just Martins
Yeah.
just have such a beautiful sound,
yeah.
just in general.
This was and this is a cheap Martin.
Is
this
it?
is like a very cheap.
This is
Martin.
a cheap
Hey,
Ovation.
hey,
but
how about we explain what's going on with yours while we're at it?
Oh, about this battery? Yeah.
So-
It's improvised.
For the people that are listening, just
Gadget.
audio only, there is a what looks like a 16 gauge braided cord coming out of the hole of the guitar right here to a little battery pack on top.
It's a little Frankenstein.
It is,
Yeah.
but it's working for you.
Yeah, just these electric acoustics, they have to have that 9-volt battery,
Yeah.
and this one had it like stuck in the hole. So I had to like fish my hands in there with the strings on it. So I was like, okay, we're gonna jerry rig something,
Yeah.
and then
Tip that forward a little bit for the camera.
all
there.
right, I'll put it right here.
Yes.
Yeah,
so
so
now
this
we
is
have a
my
little
own-
bomb strapped to it.
So it's for the microphone. This
He could patent that. You should get a patent for that. I'm gonna make the mic battery holder.
So yeah, like I said, for the folks just listening audio only, it kind of looks like there's a little bomb attached to his guitar. Right now.
But I mean, again, like advice to Martin, you got to figure out a better way to put this this battery where you can get to it.
It's
Like the ovation. See this guy.
Oh, yeah.
look at that.
Look at that. That's some engineering right there.
So you be what Mr. Ovation.
Martin, come on.
Yeah.
Martin, do better.
And it's strange that they don't have they haven't come up with like a little rechargeable lithium battery so that you don't
That's
even,
true. Yeah.
I
don't
don't even
think
have
of that.
No, you know
right.
what? Make
Recharge.
it,
I bet they have.
Make it
Yeah,
one.
right?
Take
That's
it
a
one
good idea.
step further and make it MagSafe and just plop a charger. Woo! There goes my mic. Plop a charger just directly onto the guitar.
That's right.
MagSafe.
right.
And you could bring it to 11. It would
And
be a lot.
I do love the people that play like the old acoustic guitars with the vinyl strings, and they just
Oh,
got the
yeah.
microphone right up there, and it's just got that. You can't get that sound anywhere else.
Yeah.
Yep. And we'll be right back after these brief messages.
In 2025, be on the lookout for Derek D. Acoustics' upcoming album, Ashes to Acoustics, The Sonic Revival. Throughout the year, Derek will be releasing several singles, leading up to the full album release, which will include a few extra tunes just for you. Ashes to Acoustics features live acoustic covers performed at open mics at the Otter River Pub, recorded by Soundbites events and open mics. You'll find them on all streaming platforms, so make sure you follow Derek at Derek D. Acoustic to stay updated on these releases. Enjoy Ashes to Acoustics, the Sonic Revival in 2025 and beyond.
And now back to our show. Well, guys, so you've talked about playing at a lot of gigs. Do you guys have a crazy encounter that you have had playing out there?
Ooh.
And mind you, we are not filtered, so.
Right.
With us, I had a crazy encounter with my last band, Nikki's Fix. Nikki. It's actually interesting. We were a 3-piece. We played all kinds of covers. It was Partners Pub in Fitchburg, right? So we were
That's
on.
a place.
Oh,
Yeah, you guys been there? So it's got the raised stage.
Yeah.
Actually, it's changed now. It has a whole different look, but it was back in the day. They had the billiards tables, and then the stage was out back. So we were playing like an hour into our set. We had the big beer thing with tips, like the pitcher or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
People dropping, bills in there and stuff. So then it's decent. We had a good chunk of change in there. And I noticed this guy's kind of moseying around. Didn't look too well, like maybe he was on drugs or something. And he's just like, eventually he ends up just kind of like fishing through there. He's like, like
Oh, no.
and I go into protecting mode, and I jump off stage, and I'm like, go up, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, man? It's like, dude, you can't just put your hands in there. And it's like, Nikki and Bruce, the other members, are like, oh shit, Sam's just, I just darted towards him. And so that was the craziest. And he's like, no, man, his excuse was like, I dropped something in there. Or I dropped my,
Right.
dropped my watch, or I dropped my something, whatever it was. And I was just like,
About to drop this hand.
Sam is the wild card. You never know.
but
Sometimes
the
he's
thing
gonna
is,
have
like,
to
I
throw
protect.
down.
Maybe it's the Italian thing. I protect my family.
Yeah.
Family comes first. So it's like, don't mess with my, our tips or whatever.
Right.
What about you, Mike? You played in a bunch of bands. I'm
So
sure you
I have a story, and I hope people because I'm sure there's people out here listening to this that are going to remember this guy. So this is probably like 2002. I was young, and I was playing in the punk band Feedback with my buddies, and we met this guy. His name was Lloyd. He was much older, and he had this story, and I think it might, I don't know. He had this shoe, and he said he had an issue with his toe. And he would get these young bands, and he'd book them at VFWs. We would play at Lucky Dog Music Hall on like all ages nights, which was Monday and Tuesday. And he said, I got this big toe, I'm in the court. I'm gonna get this big settlement, and I'm gonna take you guys all to Europe. We're going to tour Europe, and that was the story to us. And never did we believe that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
But it was just this guy he did help us get shows at a very young age, and it was a great time because we were able to play. I remember we played with this band that came over from England. They're like, "Hey, can we use your equipment because we don't have anything?" And they were signed to Epitaph.
Okay.
So, like, as young kids into punk rock music, we're like, "This is the coolest." So, I'm sure Lloyd isn't still with us at this point. If he is, that'd be amazing because he was older at the time. But, if he, wherever you are, Lloyd, man, thanks for booking those gigs for us. I hope you got your settlement.
Yeah. Oh man. Jeez.
Well, that's like back in the day. People used to, or wealthy people, right, would fund the arts, or like, I'm going to take you under my umbrella and like, support you guys. And it doesn't happen anymore, but it's like, well, not as much, but
Right.
I think that happened a lot more with the arts.
I think he was definitely getting some money from us,
But
at the
he
door.
on the back end.
But at the same time, like, we were just happy to play.
You just wanted to be on the
Yeah.
stage.
Yeah.
So, do you guys happen anywhere in the world what your dream venue to play at would be?
Interesting question. I would have to. I'll go with Red Rocks in Colorado.
That's a crowd
That's
favorite.
the one.
Yeah.
Really, yeah.
Yeah.
So I've seen about maybe 4 or 5 shows there now.
Really? It's
with
such an
my wife.
experience.
She's from Colorado. We're actually going back this June to see Weird Al there with her parents.
Oh my God.
So I've seen him once at Hampton. But yeah, it's that venue.
The venue's just an experience.
Just watching the sunset, before the show starts,
Yeah.
the sun's going down. You're like,
I'm a sucker for a sunset.
you
Yeah.
gotta- the only pain is walking up the steps when you
Yeah.
had a couple beers. before.
Well, and you're
Or
a
going
mile
down
above
steps.
sea level, and
Yeah.
every step
So-
takes it out of you.
Yeah.
But that place is magical. What about you, Mike? I don't know.
I'm gonna honestly, like, 'cause I never really thought about it, but I'm gonna throw the 930 Club out there, which is in Washington D.C.
Oh, okay.
I had this this is back when we buy like DVDs of bands. So Jimmy Eat World, I love, one of my favorite.
Oh, I
bands.
love that band.
Yes.
But they had a live DVD playing there, and they had like lights drop from the scene. It just looked like the coolest venue, and I was like, oh man, I'd love to even just see a show there.
Yeah.
Let alone play a show there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only been to DC once, and it was actually in the middle of COVID.
Yeah.
I went down there just actually to look at a car, like a vintage car, because it was rust free and all that, non-New England car. And
Yeah.
first time ever going to DC because I missed out on my opportunity for the 8th grade trip thanks to 9/11. The best time ever to go because everything is already outside and it's free. So I rented a scooter and just scooted around the whole city, and there was nobody there, and it was like perfect.
Nice.
What was the car?
87 BMW E30.
Okay. You didn't
that
buy it, did you? You did buy it.
We did buy it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So that iconic E30.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
How about another song?
We can do that.
Yeah.
Green Day?
Sure.
Ooh.
All right. So we're going to throw it back to this is one of our obscure covers. I mean, this was a single, but you probably don't hear it at all anymore. So,
Here for it.
all right.
Do as I say, not as I do, because the shit's so deep you can't run away. Beg to differ on the contrary, I agree with every word that you say. Talk is cheap and lies are expensive. My wallet's bad and so is my head. Hit and run and then I'll hit you again. I'm smart ass but I'm playing dumb. Standards set and broken all the time. Control the chaos behind a gun. Call it as I see it, even if I was born deaf, blind, and dumb. Users winning big on the lottery. A rehab reject, still sniffing glue. Constant refutation with myself. I'm victim of a catch-22. have no belief, but I believe I'm a walking contradiction, and I ain't got no rights. Because the shit's so deep you can't run away. Beg to differ on the contrary, I agree with every word that you say. Talk is cheap and lies are expensive. My wall is fat and so is my head. Hit and run and then I'll hit you again. I'm smart ass but I'm hanging dumb. I have no belief, but I believe I'm a walking contradiction, and I ain't got no rights. I have no belief, but I believe I'm a walking contradiction, and I ain't got no rights. Whoa!
That was awesome.
Thank you. Do you remember that?
I do actually.
Remember the music video? Yeah, that's
Oh,
what I
yeah.
remember. Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the first cassettes I got. Was a Green Day.
Insomniac?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
Me
yeah.
too. That's
Yeah.
kind of like what brought me from listening to my parents' music, like the Doors and the Beatles, and
Right.
like finally discovering, oh, this is my stuff.
My
Yeah.
generation.
And that was the tape, Insomniac.
That's
that,
crazy.
Totally.
Brain
got me
Stew,
into it.
right? That was on there too.
Yeah.
And
I have to say, Mike, your voice just works really, really well for
Thank
Green
you.
Day.
Well,
Definitely does.
that's kind of like, so I still love Green Day, but that was like my band when I was
Yeah.
young. I think a lot of teenagers break through with that band.
Weezer,
And-
Green Day. Yeah.
And they were gods to me. I just saw
You
them
just saw 'em,
over
right?
the
Yeah,
summer,
Fenway.
played Dookie front and back, which
Oh.
is like at Fenway, which is super cool. And I'll say for anybody who's like, oh, it's Green Day, it's like they are one of the best live bands out
Oh,
there today.
definitely.
They can control a crowd of 50,000 people like in the palm of their hands. And
Right.
It's just it's a great show. So if you get an opportunity to see them, definitely do it.
That's awesome. So, speaking of that, is there? So you obviously have some musical influences. Do you guys have like a main musical influence? Like, is there a particular band or?
Yeah, I think Radiohead. They're a big influence for me and Mike.
I think that was the bridge for us was Radiohead. Like,
Yeah.
to
Oh, that's
say,
awesome.
Because
Yeah.
I come from that punk background, and you come from like a more
It's classic
you know,
rock,
yeah.
just
Yeah.
rock and roll in general, across the board.
But
yeah.
Radiohead was
But that
that first
mix-
band that we kind of
Yeah.
like. Oh, we love this band, and
Yeah.
we want to play Radiohead songs together. So we started. Doing
Yeah, it's like you like them, I like them too, and the light bulbs go off, and that's the magic of being a musician. When you find the others. Somebody said that. I don't know. There's a quote, but
Yeah.
just that's the key to life. I think find people with similar enthusiasms, similar drives, and what you want, how you want to express yourself, and
Sure.
this is
Yeah.
kind of, I guess, our lane, and yeah,
Absolutely.
it works. Yeah.
Nice.
So, living or dead, a dream artist that you would love to collaborate with,
Living or dead.
or you could do a living
Yes.
and a dead.
I'm gonna
say,
go just Jimi Hendrix. I want to play guitar with Jimi Hendrix.
That'd be pretty dope.
I
yeah.
know he'd floor me and just. Can I just? I'll play the chords. You solo. That would be my. It's pretty simple.
I'm gonna say Marvin Gaye.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to play in his background band. Like I have this DVD of him like just laying down on the couch singing songs, like coming up with songs. Just
That's awesome.
He's the coolest guy ever, and a huge influence.
I
on me.
love any type of like music documentaries. So like I need the name of that because I definitely want to check it out now.
It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
a obscure DVD that I think I picked up at Newberry
no
Comics.
shit. Okay.
But if you're looking for a documentary, I watched the on HBO. They have the new Yacht Rock documentary.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a good
Okay.
watch.
All right.
It's a good watch.
One
I've
of
heard
my
that.
favorite documentaries is actually on the Doors. It's called When You're Strange, and
Yep.
it's narrated by Johnny Depp. It's phenomenal.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, I
check it
also
out.
just very recently watched the God, now I'm drawing a blank. You know.
Was it the Beatles? 64?
No, the We're the World.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome.
I forget. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I started that. I didn't-
It was
I
like
watched the whole
one
thing.
night.
One night and a
Right.
whole
Yeah.
room full
That's
of
right, yeah.
musicians, and you want to talk about production? They had pantyhose pop filters.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I caught on to. But I have a vision in mind that I would love to get every single musician that we've had on this show, probably once we've hit our 50, because we're on a quest for 50 right now for season 2. Once we get we're going to get all the musicians back. So we'll have like 70 musicians to choose from. Or I'll bring in all 70, and I want to do a remake of We Are the World.
Have us back. We'd love to be a part of that.
Yes.
Sounds awesome. Yeah.
Be so much fun.
Yes.
Yeah. So, guys, out of all the songs that are out there that you guys perform, do you have a particular favorite song? Each one of you?
I think it changes because we're constantly like adding new songs to the list.
Yeah,
but-
I would
Okay.
say, I think for me, the one that's been consistent throughout is Say It Ain't So by Weezer.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, I love
Classic.
We used to play that just over at Mike's apartment when we first started jamming, and we played a couple Weezer songs, but that one just really locked in. And now that we're playing with a drummer and playing an electric, it's even better. But
Yeah.
I've seen Weezer a couple times. I know you just saw them at the Garden. They did the
Yeah.
Blue album tour.
Yeah, that
Very
was
cool.
amazing.
So that's if you're going to be in a '90s cover band, I think Weezer's got to be there.
It's got to be in your
Oh, yeah.
catalog.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's just the solo on that's so much fun to play too. So yeah. What about you, Mike?
Right now, I mean, it's always like something that
It changes.
I like
yeah.
to perform, but I that Toad the Wet Sprocket song.
Yeah.
Yes.
I really
I love that
love.
song.
So many chords. The most chords. I think
Yeah.
we play. Like changes.
Oh, New Light
Progression.
by John Mayer is one of our new
Yeah.
favorites to play. We
Oh,
love playing
yeah.
that.
I love
yeah.
John Mayer
That's
in
another
general.
more recent one that we. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I do too.
I
yeah,
feel like
think-
he was such a good fit for Dead and Co. I really do
well-
with his guitar playing skills and
Yeah.
So they
Definitely.
did.
He's a chameleon. I mean, the guy.
He really is.
He can go anywhere.
They
Yeah.
did a 50th anniversary show in Chicago with Trey Anastasio as the guitarist. It was an amazing guitarist. And everybody thought, hey, this guy's fit. Like, of course he's going to, like, fit in.
Right.
But I think, nothing against it, but I think it was just, I don't think they gelled. But, like, John Mayer is such a professional.
Yeah.
And probably the best
Yeah.
guitar player of our generation.
Oh, yeah.
Hands down.
That,
Yeah, I would
he was
agree.
able to
Yeah.
do it, and they're playing the Sphere for like
Oh my God.
several weeks next.
Could you imagine? Yeah,
The
that's,
Sphere. That could be a 20-minute conversation.
Oh,
Yeah.
so going back to the
Or
venues,
gig.
That's
the
another-
venue.
Right?
that's
Yeah.
another
Too
venue.
new that you forget.
If we
about
could
it.
pick like the video and visuals to go behind us, I'm like, hey, can we play?
All right, so I
because I've
take-
seen like how small they look too. I don't know if you've seen.
Oh,
videos, but
yeah.
how small the.
I've
band
been
look.
there.
You've
Yeah.
been there? Oh.
No
yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Who'd you see? Was it Dead
No,
Company?
there was no musical acts going on that night. It
haven't
was
played
more
yet,
like
yeah.
like a Planet Earth thing happening.
okay.
But it was
Visuals,
still really freaking cool, and I
Like,
could see
yeah,
it from
planetarium times 100.
Yeah, pretty
10,000.
much. And I could also see the outside of it from my hotel room window. So like there was like this massive eyeball like looking around at you. And at one point like somebody's playing Tetris and then it looked like some acid trip shit. And like it was
That's what I was wondering. Do you
awesome.
think they'll put like one on the West Coast, put one on the East Coast, maybe New York, right?
They-
Those will start popping up.
like
I
you
mean,
said, that's a 20
a lot
minute
of money though, right?
Yeah, well, that's a 20-minute
tons of
conversation
money.
right there, like you were saying, because they lost a shitload
How
of
much
money.
the owner of the Knicks, yeah,
Yeah, that's a whole
Dolan or
thing in
something.
itself. And
Yeah,
they ended
yeah.
up losing, I think it was like their CFO or something
right.
within like the first quarter because
Yeah.
it just lost so much money. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like
It was billions. I mean, yeah, I think it
Yeah.
was a
Yeah.
couple billion or something.
yeah, it was for.
But hey, quite a feat for humanity. I mean, just to make something like that.
Oh, absolutely. And can you
Pretty
imagine seeing like Dead and Co. and like, I don't know.
you wouldn't need drugs.
Not-
Never
Yeah.
go sober.
But think about like seeing like Jerry Garcia
no, absolutely.
there and like
or have
say,
him right as
God
they're
forbid,
playing.
you know,
or,
you did take a tab of acid or like
Yeah,
eat a couple shrooms and
hypothetically, right.
hypothetically, and then
Yeah,
there's Jerry
absolutely.
right there. Like,
Yeah.
oh shit, yeah, that's
Right.
trippy as all
Or
hell.
John Lennon with like McCartney. Yeah, no, you
Right?
can picture like these past dead musicians just like showing up.
Hey
Hey
man.
guys.
No one
And
was.
then there's AI. You could get them to talk. It's
Oh,
just
what about
getting-
a hologram, like the
Well, they've been
Tupac hologram?
Yeah, they've been
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about that. Like,
They
oh, we're
haven't-
gonna
that
do a
hasn't
hologram
progressed.
tour.
The hologram, I feel like, is really stopped. Like there was the Tupac thing. CNN did something.
Yeah.
but it
Yeah,
just
yeah.
kind of it never evolved. It never got
No,
better.
it never
just-
evolved. No.
You think by now? I always thought like we'd have bands in our living room. Like we could see like a live show.
I mean,
like,
that's
that-
where you
hey,
get the
they're
VR.
popping, and you could like walk through them, and like
That's a
more
VR headset.
augmented reality. But yeah,
Yeah.
VR, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like it's got a ways to go.
You can go to a concert
It's a
anywhere
little
you
crude.
want with the help of VR.
I've done that a couple times.
Have
yeah. Yeah, I've seen concert. Actually, at Red Rocks, I think it was like Imagine Dragons had filmed a
that
bunch
must
of.
have been
Oh, yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, so they filmed a bunch of their shows, and you could just walk around the stage, like behind the drum kit.
God.
You gotta check it out. I have an Oculus.
Oh my god! Yeah, I need to get on that. And
It's
like
trippy. Yeah.
put a fan on, so it's like you're outside getting the whole
Yeah,
effect
yeah,
and
yeah, right,
wind and
exactly.
yeah, that's awesome.
So I think that's where it's kind of headed. But it's a cool technology. I think somebody's gonna, like you said with the Sphere, somebody's gonna run with it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just picturing like a Pink Floyd concert at the Sphere. It just become the biggest bowl.
I was a weird child. You'll never believe it, but I was a weird child.
We all were. That's
Yeah. I mean, so I had every Disney VHS,
yeah.
known to creation back in 1993. Yet what I always popped in at like 3 years old was Pink Floyd live in Pompeii.
Yeah.
And I would
At that
love,
young? Right,
yes,
that young of an age,
I
yeah.
would watch it on
You're just
repeat.
drawn to it. Like,
Yeah, I was so drawn to it.
Oh,
And
Pompeii. Yeah, I know what you're
yeah,
talking
Yeah.
so I
I've
would
seen
love
that on
to.
YouTube a bunch.
I'd
yeah.
love to see like a VR version
Oh,
of that.
that's a
Would
good
be
call.
insane.
Yeah.
So, do you have those Disney VHSs that are like worth
I do.
thousands of dollars?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
I do.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Got a
Yeah,
whole
there's-
bag full
Oh,
of Beanie Babies.
it's like vinyl, right? They only made so many.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Or what do they call it? The Disney Vault.
That famous Little Mermaid one with
Yes.
the
The little holographic
Oh,
thing
yeah,
on it.
that's another 20-minute conversation.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, is that
someone got fired?
Is that what I think it is?
Yeah, it's up there now with the Barbie. What is it? The Barbie, the Wicked. That if the packaging. It's,
No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's got the website. It was like,
Oh, yeah.
go to this website. It's like wicked.com and it brings you to like a porn site.
That's the wrong.
That's for
Wicked.
mommy and daddy.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? That's worth a fortune now.
Cross
Already.
Yeah. I know we haven't had we've progressed in technology, but we really haven't gotten there to that point where you can like virtually participate in a live concert. Although there was
Right.
a band out there, AJR, it's a pop band
Yeah.
that did something almost that cool. It was a live concert that was streamed live that you could pick your where you want to watch it from. Like they had
Yeah,
like,
that's kind of what he was saying with the Red Rocks with
Yeah.
Imagine Dragons.
Yeah.
yeah, so it was very
I
similar.
mean, think about it. If I
Yeah.
can play a round of golf with my buddies in my living room by now, like I should be able to do
Well, and they
just
have
that.
the 360 cameras you can buy. So you set up enough of them, and then
Sure.
The technology is
feed it.
there. They just
Yeah.
probably are like
They
you know,
gatekeep it.
Haven't
Yeah.
focused
Well,
specifically
because
on that.
right. Well, Ticketmaster.
Oh, that's another 20-minute conversation.
That's my line of the day. That's another 20. But no, it's true because and relevant to music, it's like the only way to make money is to tour forever. And like
Sure.
Bob Dylan's
Yeah.
on his, I'm gonna be 95, and he's gonna die on stage.
Did you see on
But,
Christmas
like,
they're coming out with a
that's what you
movie
gotta
on
do.
Dylan?
Yeah,
in theaters.
Timothy
Chalamet.
Chalamet.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
on Christmas Day.
Yeah, I
it's
saw
coming out.
Dylan had a quote. He's like, yeah, it looks interesting. I'll give it a
Yeah.
shot.
Hey man,
Yeah,
looks
hey, man.
interesting, man.
The ladies love Chalamet. Okay. I used to do bad. I've gotten away from my
Great
bad
casting.
impressions, but
yeah.
Hey man. But no, great cast and
Yeah.
music document or music biopics or whatever. they
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
That's picked up since well,
I don't know. I don't
Dewey
really.
Cox. Well, that's
I don't really do the
that's the
holidays.
parody though, right?
I don't really do the holidays, so I have a feeling I'm just gonna go and see that the movies.
There
on
you
Christmas
go.
Day.
I'll check. That
I'm waiting
out,
for
yeah.
Nosferatu.
Oh,
That's the one
I've
I want to see.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
heard really good things.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how about another song? I think we have time for another one.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
definitely.
Sounds good. Yeah.
What are we doing?
Let's see if we do.
We'll do Gin Blossoms.
How's that? Yeah, we just did that for.
That's okay. The live doesn't.
Right. That
Yeah.
was just for the
Yeah.
intro. Right, yeah, that's good.
But we didn't do this one.
Not officially. We will officially do it. Let me just pull this up. Okay, cool. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Did you see the sky? I think it means that we've been lost. Maybe one last time is all we need. Can't really help it if my tongue's all tied in knots. Jumping off a bridge, it's just the farthest that I've ever been. Anywhere you go, I'll follow you down. Any place but those I know by heart. Anywhere you go, I'll follow you down. I'll follow you down, but not that far. Somewhere I can see how far we've come. Still I can't remember anything. Let's not do the wrong thing, and I swear it might be fun. It's a long way down, but all the knots we've tied have come undone. Anywhere you go, and I'll follow you down. Any place but those I know by heart. Anywhere you go, and I'll follow you down. Follow you down, but not that far. Ever find your place? Running at an artificial pace. Are they gonna find us lying face down in the sand? So what the hell? Now we've already been forever damned. Anywhere you go, and I'll follow you down. Any place but those I know by heart. Anywhere you go, and I'll follow you down. Follow you down, but not that far. Anywhere you go, and I'll follow you down. Any place but those I know by heart. Anywhere you go, and I'll follow you down. I'll follow you down, but not that far. Follow you down, but not that far. Follow you down. I follow you down, but not that far. Follow you down. I follow you down, but not that far. Follow you down. Follow you down, but not that far.
awesome.
Woo!
All right.
Love me some Jim.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sweet guys.
90s.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
do you guys have any advice for any musicians just starting out, aka me?
You don't say.
Yes. Well, I'm learning how to play the guitar now. I've been singing for a little while, but I.
Put your name on the list to go do open mic at Otter River Pub.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
I know a
that's
guy.
Good,
That's
that is
right.
a
Yeah.
good suggestion.
But at first, I need to like master the guitar a little better.
No, even if you're just singing, somebody there could play guitar while you sing.
Oh, that's true.
That's true.
And that's
Yeah.
so that's how we
that
met.
could be a good start too.
That is how we met at the Otter River Pub
But-
open
yeah.
mic.
The like
Because everyone there, like, yeah,
so supportive. So like,
supportive.
if
People
you
start
wanna
playing
go out
drums.
there,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
just do it.
Oh yeah, like
Be like, hey, I'm
usually-
into this band, and yeah,
Yeah.
you'll find somebody to be like, oh yeah, I'll play those chords. Where, yeah. I think open mics is definitely this, like with comedians or musicians, open mics. Even people that have been playing forever. Like I've been playing 25 years guitar, but like I love going to open mics, trying out new songs, new originals.
Yeah.
The audience there, they're just so captive. They're just, and you know, you get the people playing pool. It's just such a good energy. Like
Sure.
it's full on a Wednesday. Like
Yeah.
where else? What other bar is just like that kind
Right.
of buzz is going on? So.
Right,
yeah.
exactly. There's a
it's cool.
place. I don't know if it's still there anymore, actually. But it was up in Goffstown, New Hampshire. It was called the Trestle, and on Sundays they would have these just open jam, days where you could show up with a violin or
Yeah, those
like
are a
a
lot of fun.
saxophone
Yeah.
or whatever, and then all of
Yeah.
these strangers just literally jump up and they can read off each other and
Yeah,
they just
yeah.
jam, and it's amazing.
Yeah,
You
they have
think
like
they'd-
blues jams like that.
Yeah.
Where
Just all
me and Mike
improv.
we've been talking about like checking one of those out because they pop up here and there. But
Yeah.
hey, just bring your guitar. You just kind of, hey, this is in the key of E. This is in the key of A. And
Yeah, it's just such a
Right.
good,
Yeah.
the vibe of like you'd think they'd known each
Totally.
other. Everyone knows each other for years, and they're total strangers.
it's the
just
secret
playing around.
handshake us
Yeah, right?
musicians have when we're in a room. We're like, oh,
But I mean, it, like nowadays with everything, like YouTube, it's
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
so
Just go to
easy to
YouTube.
learn music
It's-
now.
Yeah, oh,
because
yeah.
They like, you want to learn one song? Well, there's gonna
Yeah.
be like 5 videos showing
Sure.
you how to learn it.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
I know. I've been teaching myself Bohemian Rhapsody on
No way.
on the piano.
Oh, good for
Yes.
you, man.
Yeah. And I'm like, I'll start off with an easy song.
Yeah.
yeah, no.
And
You
yeah,
set yourself that, but
Yeah,
but
right.
if you can get through a lot of that, I mean, the easier stuff. I mean, start.
Oh, yeah.
Start with some Queen, man. Yeah, no.
yeah. And it's
Yeah.
it's incredible. Like without YouTube, for me at least, I don't know.
And then you can slow down videos. I mean, the whole
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Like a lot of these apps, there's so many. I just got an electric piano, but you can slow down like anything you're learning, like down to
Oh,
half
yeah.
speed, quarter speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Back in my day, it's like
Actually,
it was
Chris-
by ear and everything.
Chris
Just,
and I, we've been trying to learn clocks from Coldplay, so
Oh,
he'll
yeah.
play the keys and I'll
Oh yeah,
sing.
we
and-
were messing around with me
Yeah.
and Mike actually on acoustic. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's a fun one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean we've been
Yeah.
having fun, trying to learn it. Like I said, he's playing the keys and I'm
Yeah.
singing, and
Nice. Well,
Yeah.
there you go. I mean,
Yeah.
I think that's how you start. Like, don't try to master everything. Just
No.
stick
Right.
to like, oh, I like this vocal, I like this melody, and
Yeah.
go from there.
Yeah.
that's gotta sound so good on guitar.
Well, don't ask us to play it.
I was just gonna ask you if you play.
There we go. Sam's always.
Yeah. I got
Yeah.
the first two.
And that's a hard rhythm to. I mean,
It really
it's
is.
simple.
It's simple,
but it's hard to keep it going.
Oh, as
for-
you're singing, even,
Yeah.
or keeping playing. Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
that's true.
I'm gonna throw some, Coldplay. They seem a little pretentious to me nowadays, but
Yeah.
I did see them a couple, maybe like 6 years ago at Gillette Stadium, and it like
They
the
put
show
on a
was.
show,
I was about to
Oh, I
say they
can
probably have a
imagine.
beautiful
I've seen
production.
clips of their stuff.
It was the fireworks, and
yeah.
they gave everybody
Yeah.
one of those wristbands that
like
lights
Taylor
up.
Swift?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was pretty like just.
Yeah, I can imagine the
stadium
production.
show.
that-
Exactly.
Yeah,
The amount of money to put on a show like that is
Oh.
over $1 million.
easily.
easily
per show.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
No, it's more than just enjoying. It's a whole experience at that point.
It's kind of like Rammstein.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
I've seen them live before. I saw them at the Garden.
I used to work with a guy
That's a
that
time,
did
yeah.
security at Gillette Stadium, and
really? Yeah.
older gentleman, so he's all like, you don't swear in front of ladies and all that stuff. And he was like, so they had Rammstein at Gillette, and I was doing security for it. He's like, there's some interesting people walking around. They had like people with fangs.
Yeah.
He's like, at one point,
A lot of chains.
they had this cannon, and excuse my language, but it looked like a penis. And I'm like,
Oh yeah, they roll it out to the middle of the. Yeah, I remember.
But I mean, that was amazing. Like, because I
and it shoots out.
genitalia.
think if you asked everybody, like, you could only name one Rammstein song.
Du hast?
Yeah, exactly. But they're able to like sell out Gillette Stadium when they come.
No, they have a
around
rabid
because
following.
They
No,
just
it's an
have-
underground thing.
It is.
Yeah.
They're
It's
not
a
on the
very-
radio, but
very
it's like,
underground thing.
yeah, just like-
Sirius
yeah.
XM radio. I actually heard other songs, from
Oh,
them
yeah.
on there, but it's like, yeah, you had to subscribe to XM radio for that.
Shout out to Rammstein.
Right.
Du hast mich.
hate.
Another great, concert too is Nine Inch Nails. They put
Yes.
on.
Oh, I saw them
Bucket
at Boston
list.
Calling. They played 2
Did
nights
you?
because a couple bands had to drop out. I think it was during COVID 2021. I think it was 22. But yeah, I remember they played. I saw them Friday night headline. Never saw them before.
Yeah.
But their visuals, like the backlighting,
bet.
insane. And then they just filled in that Saturday night. It was,
Oh yeah.
Like I said, I'm an EDM kid, so like
Okay.
visuals and all that
Yeah.
stuff, like
Yeah.
that's a huge. Yeah, I can
Gotta
only
feel the
imagine.
bass.
Nine Inch Nails kind of like crossovers.
Kind of.
crossover into the EDM.
It-
Can you imagine? Can you imagine Skrillex with Nine Inch Nails? I
Wait,
could-
what was that band that he was in though? He was in like screamo band.
He was.
Oh.
Sonny, what band were you in? I'm gonna Google that. We'll get back to that.
Well, so yeah, but then and I just heard too that Trent is getting back in the studio
Yeah.
to produce another album. So-
Oh, he's been doing soundtracks. Him and
Oh, yeah.
Avicii or something.
And
Yeah.
but that's the thing,
Yeah.
like
All over the
Nine
place.
Inch Nails. I don't think there's anything that they've done that is like, all right, you guys should hang it up.
Well,
every time they
what's
come out with
the
new music,
expression?
it's
One
amazing.
of one. There's really no other Nine Inch Nails. I mean, it's
Okay.
how it blends.
So he
Right.
was the lead singer of From First to Last, a
That's it.
post-hardcore emo band in the early 2000s.
Yeah, and obviously I should know that.
I should know that too.
Putting emo on my.
Like I've seen Skrillex a few times, and like that's an amazing production also.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Well, I can picture you guys doing the Sphere, dressed up as pets.
Oh my God.
And you would be so tiny in there because the venue's so big.
Oh my God, you could get like the inflatable costumes.
Right?
Right.
Or
Or like
some
a furry
onesies.
convention. I know.
Oh, that's a
different-
whole nother.
that's
That's another 20 minutes. That's my head.
Why is everybody dressed like us?
You'll have to have us.
There's a
back
lot
when
of
we go down the
hotels
rabbit
in
hole.
Vegas.
Show up as your favorite pet.
Favorite pet. I know. We have a lot of hooks. We have a lot of angles.
You the Secret Life of Pets. Come on, like the
Oh,
poodle jamming
yeah.
out to the metal.
That's good. Yeah. we'll have to brainstorm with you guys.
So many marketing
I
opportunities.
know. Yeah, and so many cease and desist orders too.
That's only until you get bigger. Right?
Yeah, right,
Or that's how you get noticed. Right?
That is how you get noticed. I mean,
We're lawyered up.
You could be like Matt Black, who has all of his cease and desist letters framed.
That-
Yes.
That's the red. That's the Red Onion guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the owner.
He has
Yeah.
him framed. Yeah.
Yes.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Good for him.
Oh, guys. Well, I am just absolutely, happy to have you
It's a
guys.
lot of
come.
fun,
Yes,
man.
yeah,
Yeah.
so much fun.
So, for your first podcast ever,
Oh,
was
yeah.
it a good experience for you?
9.3 out of 10.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, I'll take
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
And when we come back for the We Are the World, it'll be a 10 out of 10.
Aw.
That'll be a 20 out of
Ask us
10.
back.
Come on.
No, I know. but That's a cool idea. And it has to be in this room. We have to
We
get all
are the
70. No.
world.
Yeah.
So,
We'll get everybody.
so before we let you go, do you guys want to just give us one more song?
One more song.
Sure.
One more song.
I think we're at the John Mayer song. now.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
here-
Yeah, we've done mostly 90s, so let's do a little more current one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed.
You know what I do like for John Mayer is, have you heard him with Zach Bryan, Better Days?
I have not.
Beautiful song.
So I'm starting to get like a sense of your musical taste.
I'm a
Because
country girl. I'm a
that's
country
the-
girl. Yeah.
A couple times you've mentioned Zach.
I love Zach. I don't care.
What's his number one song? Because I'm not into the country realm.
Something in the Orange is a big
Okay.
one. Tourniquets. There's.
I want to ask, are you into Sturgill Simpson, Jason Isbell at all? Or they're a little country Americana. They're not straight country. but
I like.
They have
I-
flavors of country.
Yeah, I like that more like Americana
Yeah.
type of country,
Okay.
anyways. So like Dylan
Yeah.
Gossett, I love him.
Okay.
Like a song that I really want to learn how to play for a guitar is a song "Coal."
Okay.
Beautiful song.
Nice.
Look it up.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. So this song is New Light, and the music video is amazing. He actually went,
Oh, yeah.
I forget what he did. I think he went to like a Walmart or like a J.C. Penney.
That's awesome.
Or like
Oh, yeah.
someplace that did like super cheap videos. And that's where so
Yeah.
Love
go on
it.
YouTube,
Very
watch
throwback-
this music video.
throwback
It's
to the 80s.
hilarious.
Love it.
John Mayer is also hilarious. So
Yeah, Life with John Mayer and Accent. We're just promoting this guy, but yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. He had his own Sirius XM.
I just
channel.
listened to
Yeah.
Billy. He had a great
Yeah.
Billy Joel interview. Yeah, he's starting to interview musicians too.
That's
so,
awesome.
Yeah.
Love that.
He saw it from us.
Yes, you got it.
See, musical chairs, man.
That's right.
All right, here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm the boy in the other phone, lighting up inside your drawer at home, all alone, pushing 40 in the friend zone. We talk and then you walk away every day. Oh, you don't think twice about me. Maybe you're right to doubt me, but if you give me just one night, you're gonna see me in a new light. Yeah, if you give me just one night to meet you underneath the moonlight. Oh, I wanna take two, I wanna break through, I wanna know the real thing about you, so I can see you in a new light. Take a ride up to Malibu. I just wanna sit and look at you, look at you. What would it matter if your friends knew? Who cares what other people say anyway? Oh, we can go far from here, make a new world together, babe. But if you give me just one night, you're gonna see me in a new light. Yeah, if you give me just one night to meet you underneath the moonlight. Oh, I wanna take two, I wanna break through, I wanna know the real thing about you, so I can see you in a new light. 2, 3, But if you give me just one night, you're gonna see me in a new light. Yeah, if you give me just one night to meet you underneath the moonlight. What do I do with all this? What do I do with all this love that's running in my veins for you? What do I do with all this? What do I do with all this love that's running in my veins for you? What do I do with all this? What do I do with all this love that's running in my veins for you? What do I do with all this? What do I do with all this love? so I can see you in a new light.
Woo! All right.
Beautiful.
Oh, that was beautiful.
New Gardner, hello.
You know, I don't know why I didn't notice this sooner, but it was kind of funny because you had Jason Tatum kind of like looking over, and then Jaylen Brown was just
funny.
tall enough so that his eyes were clearing the
JBS,
neck of the guitar.
And that's a good smile.
I'm interested to see the video because I want to see how the face pops
Hang on,
up.
you know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a picture of this.
Yeah. Let's get it. Oh, first though, switch the camera so you can get on the camera.
Yeah. Hang on.
Let's show the audience.
Yeah, that's awesome. And we can post this.
Go Celtics.
Go Celtics.
Banner
Oh, jeez.
number 19. We're already on it.
So
I had to bring the Jays with me.
You're playing the guitar right now.
All right.
Yeah, he's like,
He's looking at you like, yeah. It's
creepy.
Oh, I love it.
Jaylen Brown. He's like,
We're just gonna, yeah.
So we're gonna win another ring. Banner number 19.
Oh, I like that.
There we go. Celtics, if you want that.
That's right. We got more than the Lakers, so what's two more? Hey,
Tiny
let's-
Pets.
that's right.
Hey, there you go. You should make
I mean, we always joke about. It's funny when we're practicing. Parodies are always fun because, like
you
last
should make
night,
a parody
even,
for the Celtics.
Yeah.
They're doing great.
Yeah.
there's not enough Celtics songs, right? We need
No.
more like Celtics parody. Yeah,
Definitely.
There you go.
I'd be down for it. All right,
That's your homework.
I'm gonna consider it.
Can we
That's a good
stop singing that Neil Diamond song at
That's
the Boston
what I'm
Red
saying.
Sox?
idea. Can we change that? I agree
Can
with
they
that.
come up with something else?
Time to replace it. Yep.
Yeah,
But no, you're
Touche.
you're onto something there with the Celtics song.
Celtics parody. So,
Yeah.
Banner 19.
Banner
like, why don't we
19.
just start? Yeah,
Yes, that's
Pushing
the name
for
of
it.
it.
Remember that song they would play last year?
19.
Everybody clap your hands.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
All right. So, guys, where can everybody find you? I know you do have a gig coming up in February. If you want to plug
do.
that, and then where everyone can find you.
So you can find us at Bay State Brewery on Saturday, February 8th, 6 to 9, and that's 112 Hardin Street, Worcester, Mass. Big place. It's
great
a,
beer, great food.
They have, like, a rink
full
there, too?
menu.
Yeah, it's
There's
the
a
Worcester
rink.
Ice
Yeah.
Rink, so
Yeah.
it's right down near Polar Park. So it's a great area.
Good area, yeah.
Yeah.
And then social media wise, where can they get you?
TinyPetsMusic.com. We're on all the socials. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. We do have an original sizzle reel. We call it. We put a good demo on there from when we played at MJ's Market. There's about 10 songs or so, but yeah, and TinyPetsMusic.com is the best way. If you want to book us, we do private shows. We'll come to your house. We're open for that. So yeah, there's contact info on there. And,
Yeah, we are booking. We are booking.
Yeah,
So if you
definitely
want us-
aggressively for 25.
That's
So-
awesome.
There you go.
Yeah. We only have 2 shows in the book, so we'd love to add more. So,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, guys, thank you so much. This has been so much fun.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah,
we
we've
appreciate it.
Yeah, we've enjoyed you coming down and playing some songs for us. And again, I wish you nothing but the best, guys. Make sure you go check them out. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on their YouTube channel and follow them on all their socials. Do it. And also, while you're not doing that, do that for the pod as well.
Hashtag do it for the pod.
Do it for the pod. Make sure that you guys are following us as well, that you're subscribed to our YouTube channel, following us on Facebook. Your support, again, helps local musicians in the area and supports them. So it's really important, and we really appreciate you guys. And thank you, everybody.
Thanks for supporting live music, too. I just want to say thanks for shining a light not only on us, but everybody else, because I think there was a need for this, and I think you guys are filling that hole pretty well. So,
you guys.
yeah.
Thank you,
I
guys.
don't know. Do you guys have any special message, like help control the pet population? Have your
So
pets
as far as
spayed or
pets
neutered or
go,
something?
Yeah,
I'm a cat person. Dogs are cool, but cats are better. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just say, like, Bob Barker would sign off his show, and he'd always say, make sure to have your pets spayed and neutered.
Oh, he would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So important.
Public announcement.
Help,
So
help
just do
control
it.
the pet population. Have your
True.
pets spayed or neutered.
Have your
good
tiny pet spayed or neutered.
Tiny, medium, or large pets. Yes.
On that note, I think that's a good way to sign off. Have your pets spayed and neutered. Bye.
The more you know. All right.
Cue the rainbow.
Oh my god! That's